right?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, my distinguished brethren, welcome to Gulf Beach Lodge in the beautiful city of
Madeira Beach.
There we go. That's lovely to hear that. Anyway, welcome to the installation of the officers of Gulf Beach Lodge in the year of 2026. First and foremost, I'd like to recognize our Right Worshipful District Deputy Grand Master, Rusty Valle. Would you like to join me in the east?
No, thank you, Worshipful
All
Master.
right. Mark wants to know if you want to do installation.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Absolutely. Just a show of hands, who is a first-time visitor here at Gulf Beach Lodge? All right, I see you on some out-of-towners. Well, welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us for this momentous occasion. Well, it's certainly a memorable year. It was truly my honor and privilege to reside in the East and govern as the Worshipful Master of this lodge in the year of 2025. If you follow us on any kind of social media, you know what we've been through in this past year trying to get our lodge back into shape after the pretty destructive hurricane season of 2024. I'd really like to convey my sincerest thanks to everyone for their support, for everything that everybody has done, both in and outside of the lodge to get us back home to our beloved lodge. We took the challenge head on, and I'm very, very proud of what we were able to accomplish in such a short time. The brethren joined together in a common bond to a goal to get us back in here, and it was absolutely remarkable. I couldn't be prouder of everyone for what they've done. Even though it's still a work in progress, I'm confident that the leadership will continue to do great work and bring this lodge back to its former glory and even better than it ever was. At this time, I'd like to introduce our installing officer, Worshipful Mark Sawashostak, past Master of Gulf Beach Lodge in the year of 2021.
First and foremost, I want to thank everyone for being here today. I want to thank Brother Tim for the honor of being his installing officer, and introduce my installing team. For installing chaplain, I have Worshipful Steve Johnson, Master in 2022. Worshipful Dave Neville, our installing marshal. And Brother Jared Ezard as our installing musician. And before we get going, mention that we're in the beautiful city of Madeira, but you had me fooled. I thought we were in the beautiful city of Riverside, Rhode Island with all our visitors. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting Tim. It means a lot to us to see this much support for him. Thank you. Brother Marshall. Retire and escort the elected and appointed officers for Gulf Beach Lodge number 291 for the year of 2026 into the lodge. Before we get going with the installation, if you all join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of our country. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. You may be seated. Freemasonry is a moral institution, established by virtuous men, with the praiseworthy designers recalling to our remembrance the most sublime truths in the midst of innocent and social pleasures. Founded on liberality, brotherly love, and charity, it is a beautiful system of morality, veiled in allegory and illustrated by symbols. Truth is its center, the point where the radii diverge, and directs its disciples to a correct knowledge of the great architect of the universe, and the moral laws which he has ordained for their government. In their nature, they are simple. In their end, moral and instructive. They naturally incite a high degree of curiosity and create an earnest desire to investigate their meanings and become acquainted with their object and design. Therefore, my brethren and friends here assembled, be it known to you that we are lawful Masons, true and faithful to the laws of our country, and engaged by solemn obligations to be serviceable to our brethren and all mankind, and to fear God, the great architect of the universe. We have among us, concealed from the eyes of all men not members of the order, secrets which cannot be divulged, and which have never been found out. But these secrets are lawful and honorable, and not repugnant to the laws of God or man. They were entrusted in peace and honor to Masons of ancient times, and have been faithfully transmitted to us. It is our duty to convey them unimpaired to the latest posterity. Unless our craft were good and our calling honorable, we should not have lasted so many centuries, nor should we have been honored with the patronage of so many illustrious men in all ages, who have shown themselves ready to promote our interests and defend us from all adversaries. How many pleasing considerations, my friends and brethren, attend this present occasion? Well, in almost every other association of men, political animosities, contentions, and wars interrupt the progress of humanity in the cause of benevolence. It is our distinguished privilege to dwell together in peace and engage in plans to perfect individual and social happiness. While in many other nations, our order is viewed by politicians with suspicion and by the ignorant with apprehension, in this country, its members are too much respected and its principles too well known to make it the object of jealousy or distrust. Our private assemblies are unmolested, and our public celebrations attract a more general approbation of the fraternity. Indeed, its importance, its credit, and we trust its usefulness are advancing to a height unknown in any former age. The present occasion gives fresh evidence of the increasing affection of its friends, and this noble establishment, fitted up in a style of such elegance and convenience, does honor to Freemasonry, as well as reflects the highest credit to the respectable lives for whose accommodation it is erected. As we enter Freemasonry, we are taught that before we enter upon any great or important undertaking, we should ask the blessing of deity. This installation is one of our very great and important undertakings. Brother Chaplain, lead us in prayer.
Eternal source of life and light, we thy servants reverently bow before thee in adoration and praise. As when we first saw the light at our altar, we first implored thy guidance, protection, and aid, so now we seek thee for thy divine blessing and direction. In thy might we are strong, without thee, in our best and highest estates, we are but frail and feeble beings. Grant, O God, that those who are now about to be invested with the government of this lodge may be endued with wisdom to instruct their brethren in all their duties. May brotherly love, relief, and truth always prevail among the members of this lodge, and may this bond of union continue to strengthen all lodges throughout the world. In thee, O God, as in the days of our apprenticeship, do we put our trust. Be thou our guide in the unseen vicissitudes of life before us, and bring us all to see the great light, inaccessible and full of glory in thy presence, where we shall behold thee with unclouded vision forevermore. Amen.
So Lord, we may be seated. Brother Marshall, you will present the worshipful master-elect at the altar for installation.
Worshipful Master, I present worthy brother Timothy Patrick Delaney to be installed worshipful master of this lodge. I find him to have good morals and of great skill, true and trusty. and as he is a lover of the fraternity, I doubt not he will discharge his duties with fidelity and with honor.
My brother, previous to your investiture, it is necessary that you should signify your assent to those ancient charges and regulations which point out the duty of a master of a lodge. You agree to be a good man and true, and strictly to obey the moral law?
I do.
You agree to be a peaceful citizen and cheerfully to conform to the laws of the country in which you reside?
I do.
You promise not to be concerned in plots and conspiracies against the government, but patiently submit to the law and the constituted authorities?
I do.
You agree to pay proper respect to the civil magistrates, to work diligently, live credibly, and act honorably by all men?
I do.
You agree to hold in reverence the original ruler and patrons of the Order of Masonry, and the regular successors, supreme and subordinate, according to their stations, and to submit to the awards and resolutions of your brethren, in lodge convened, and in every case consistent with the constitutions of the Order?
I do.
You agree to avoid private piques and quarrels, and to guard against intemperance and excess?
I do.
You agree to be cautious in your behavior, courteous to your brethren, and faithful to your lodge?
I do.
You promise to respect genuine brethren, and to not discountenance impostors and all dissenters from the original plan of Masonry?
I do.
You agree to promote the general good of society, to cultivate the social virtues, and to teach the knowledge of the mystic art?
I do.
You promise to pay homage to the Grand Master of the time being, and his officers when duly installed, and strictly to conform to every edict of the Grand Lodge that is not subversive to the principles and groundwork of Masonry?
I do.
You admit that it is not in the power of any man or body of men to make innovations to the body of Masonry?
I do.
You promise a regular attendance on the committees and communications of the Grand Lodge on receiving proper notice, and to pay attention to all the duties of Masonry on convenient occasions?
I do.
You admit that no new lodge shall be formed without permission of the Grand Lodge, and that no countenance can be given to any irregular lodge, to any person clandestinely initiated therein, being contrary to the ancient charges of the Order?
I do.
You admit that no person can be regularly made a Mason in, or admitted a member of, any regular lodge without previous notice and due inquiry into his character?
I do.
You agree that no visitor shall be received into your lodge without due examination and producing proper vouchers of their having been initiated into a regular lodge?
I do.
These are the regulations of free and accepted Masons. Do you submit to these charges and promise to support these regulations as masters have done in all ages before you?
I do.
Brother Delaney, in consequence of your conformity to the charges and regulations of the Order, you are now to be installed master of this lodge in full confidence of your care, skill, and capacity to govern the same. You will now be invested with the insignia of your office.
Refrigerator's right
You will now receive in charge the furniture and implements of your lodge. The Holy Writings. That great light in Masonry will guide you to all truths. It will direct your path to the Temple of Happiness and point out to you the whole duty of man. The Square teaches us to regulate our actions by a rule and line, to harmonize our conduct by the principles of morality and virtue. The Compasses teach us to limit our desires in every station, that, rising to eminence by merit, we may live respected and die regretted. The Rule teaches that we should punctually observe our duty, press forward in the path of virtue, and neither inclining to the right nor the left in all our actions have eternity in view. The Line teaches us the criterion of moral rectitude, to avoid dissimulation in conversation and action, and to direct our steps to the path which leads to immortality. The Book of Constitutions. You are to search at all times. Cause it to be read in your lodge, that none may pretend ignorance of the excellent precepts it enjoins. You now receive in charge the charter by the authority of which this lodge is held. You are carefully to preserve, and in no case should it ever be out of your immediate control, and duly transmitted to your successor in office. You will also receive in charge the digest of Masonic law and the bylaws of your lodge, which you are to see carefully and punctually executed. Brother Marshall, you will conduct the worshipful master to the east. Worshipful master, behold your brethren. Brethren, look to the east, and behold your worshipful master. Brother Marshall, you present the senior warden-elect at the altar for installation.
Worshipful Master, I present worthy brother Howard William Knapp to be installed senior warden of this lodge.
Brother Knapp, you have been elected senior warden of this lodge and are now invested with the insignia of your office. The level demonstrates that we are descended from the same stock, partake of the same nature, and share the same hope. And though distinction among men are necessary to preserve subordination, yet no eminence of station should make us forget that we are brethren. He who is placed on the lowest spoke of fortune's wheel may be entitled to our regard, because a time will come, and the wisest knows not how soon, when all distinction but that of our goodness shall cease, and death, the grand leveler of human greatness, reduces us to the same state. Your regular attendance at our state of communications is essentially necessary. In the absence of the worshipful master, you are to govern this lodge. In his presence, you are to assist him in the government of it. I firmly rely on your knowledge of masonry and attachment to the lodge for the faithful discharge of these duties, of the duties of this important trust. Look well to the west. The marshal will now conduct you to your station in the lodge. Brother Marshall, you will present the junior warden-elect at the altar for installation.
Worshipful Master, I present worthy brother Brian Dean Marshall to be installed junior warden of this lodge.
Brother Marshall, you have been elected junior warden of this lodge and are now invested with the badge of your office.
I'm not getting my hair cut.
Yeah, try it.
I sincerely hope your ears go smoother than The plum admonishes us to walk uprightly in our several stations, to hold the scales of justice in equal poise, to observe the just medium between intemperance and pleasure, and to make our passions and prejudice coincide with the lines of our duty. To you is committed the superintendence of the craft during the hours of refreshment. It is therefore indispensably necessary that you should not only be temperate and discreet in the indulgence of your own inclinations, but carefully observe that none of the craft be suffered to convert the purpose of refreshment into intemperance and excess. Your regular and punctual attendance is particularly requested, and I have no doubt that you will faithfully execute the duty which you owe to your present election. Look well to the south. The marshal will conduct you to your station in the lodge. Help him out there, Joe.
That's amazing.
Friends and brothers, our treasurer elected, Worshipful Bobby Burkett, has already been previously installed and chose not to get installed again. Our secretary elected, Worshipful Steve Johnson, has also been previously installed and elected not to get installed again. And our brother chaplain, Russ Wood, has also been previously installed and elected not to be installed again. Brother Marshall, you will present the marshal appointed at the altar for installation. Brother Neville, you have been appointed marshal of this lodge, and you already invested yourself with the badge of your office. Your duty requires energy, activity, and quickness of perception. The good order of the lodge in its general assemblies and processions depends on your care, skill, and assiduity. Possessing these qualifications, you have been appointed to this office. You should be always near at hand to execute the orders of the worshipful master. You can go ahead and conduct yourself back to where you were. Brother Marshall, you will present the junior deacon appointed at the altar for installation.
Worshipful Master, I present worthy brother Dagoberto Carlos Cruz to be installed junior deacon of this lodge.
Brother Cruz, you have been appointed junior deacon of this lodge and are now invested with the badge of your office. It is your province to attend on the master and wardens and to act as their proxies in the active duties of the lodge, such as in the reception of candidates in the different degrees of mastery, introduction and accommodation of visitors, and the immediate practice of our rites. The square encompasses with representation of the sun is the badge of the senior deacon, and the square encompasses with the representation of the moon is the badge of the junior deacon. And these badges of your offices I entrust to your care, not doubting your vigilance and attention. The marshal will now conduct you to your place in the lodge. I will mention our senior deacon was supposed to be installed this morning, but had some health issues that arose and wasn't able to attend. So if you would keep him in your thoughts and prayers, and we will install him at next state of communication that he is available. Brother Marshall, you will now present the senior and junior stewards appointed at the altar for installation.
Worshipful Master, I present worthy brothers Albert Wade Yoder and Aaron Saratowitz Zions to be installed as senior and junior stewards of this lodge.
Brothers Yoder and Zion, you have been appointed stewards of this lodge and are now invested with the badges of your office. You are to assist the deacons and other officers in performing their respective duties. Your regular and early attendance at our meetings will afford the best proof of your zeal and attachment to the lodge. The marshal will now conduct you to your places in the lodge. Brothers Worshipful Mark Nicely has been appointed Tyler of this lodge again and has chose not to get installed again. Worshipful Master. Grand Lodge, having committed to your care the superintendence and government of the brethren who compose this lodge, you cannot be insensible of the obligations which devolve on you as their head, nor of your responsibility for the faithful discharge of the important duties annexed to your election. The honor, reputation, and usefulness of your lodge will materially depend on the skill and assiduity with which you manage its concerns, while the happiness of its members will be generally promoted in proportion to the zeal and ability with which you propagate the genuine principles of the institution. For a pattern of imitation, consider that great luminary of nature, which rising in the east regularly diffuses light and luster to all within the circle. In like manner, it is your province to spread and communicate light and instruction to the brethren of your lodge. Forcibly impress upon them the dignity and high importance of masonry, and seriously admonish them never to disgrace it. Charge them to practice out of the lodge those duties which they have been taught in, and by an amiable, discreet, and virtuous conduct convince mankind of the goodness of the institution, so that when a person is said to be a member of it, the world may know that he is one to whom the boarded heart can pour out its sorrows, to whom distress may prefer its suit, whose hand is guided by justice, and whose heart is expanded by benevolence. In short, by a diligent observation of the bylaws of your lodge, the constitutions of masonry, and above all, the Holy Scriptures, which are given as the rule and guide to your faith, you will be enabled to equip yourself with honor and reputation, and lay up a crown of rejoicing, which shall continue when time shall be no more. Brothers Senior and Junior Wardens, you are too well acquainted with the principles of masonry to warrant any distrust that you will be found wanting in the discharge of your respective duties. Suffice it to say that what you have seen praiseworthy in others, you should carefully imitate, and what in them may have appeared defective, you should in yourself amend. You should be examples of good order and regularity, for it is only by a due regard to the laws in your own conduct you can expect obedience to them from others. You are to diligently assist the master in the discharge of his trust, diffusing light and imparting knowledge to all whom he shall place under your care. In the absence of the master, you will succeed to higher duties. Your requirements must, therefore, be such as that the craft may never suffer for a want of proper instruction. From the spirit which you have previously shown, I entertain no doubt that your future conduct will be such as to merit the applause of your brethren and the testimony of good conscience. Will the brothers of Gulf Beach Lodge please stand? My brethren, such is the nature of our Constitution, that as some must of necessity rule and teach, so others must, of course, learn to submit and obey. Humility in both is an essential duty. The officers who are elected and or appointed to govern your lodge are sufficiently conversant with the rules of propriety and the laws of the institution to avoid exceeding the powers which they are entrusted, and you are too generous of a disposition to envy their preferment. I therefore trust that you will have but one aim, to please each other, and unite in the grand design of being happy and communicating happiness. Finally, my brethren, as this association has been formed and perfected in so much union and harmony, in which we greatly rejoice, so may it long continue. May you long enjoy every satisfaction and delight which disinterested friendship can afford. May kindness and brotherly affection distinguish your conduct as men and as masons. Within your peaceful walls, may your children's children celebrate with joy and gratitude the annual reoccurrence of this inspiring occasion, and may the tenets of our profession be transmitted through your lodge, pure and unimpaired, from generation to generation. Brother Marshall, you will make the proclamation in the South, West, and East.
In the name of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Florida, I proclaim the officers of Gulf Beach Lodge number 291 Free and Accepted Masons legally and duly installed. In the name of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Florida, I proclaim the officers of Gulf Beach Lodge number 291 free and accepted masons legally and duly installed. In the name of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Florida, I proclaim the officers of Gulf Beach Lodge number 291, Free and Accepted Masons, legally and duly installed.
Please stand. Brother Chaplain, you will now pronounce the benediction.
Almighty and everlasting God, from whom cometh every good and perfect gift, send down upon thy servants here assembled the helpful spirit of thy grace, that they may truly please thee in all their doings. Grant, O Lord, power of mind and great understanding into those whom we have this day clothed with authority to preside over and direct the affairs of this lodge, and so replenish them with the truth of thy doctrine, and adorn them with humility of life, that both by word and good example they may faithfully serve thee, to the glory of thy holy name, and to the advancement for all good purposes of our beloved institution. Amen.
So it be.
First Master. This concludes the installation. Present to you.
Worshipful Master, first and foremost, I guess this is one we've all been waiting for. I very proudly present to you the Master's pin. And you wear it in good harmony and peace, and honor to yourself and the fraternity, my brother. And also the apron as well. Thank you.
And I gotta follow up with what Mark said earlier. Mark, you did an amazing job this year.
Oh.
Thank you for leading us through the darkness, because we had some tough times. Back in the
Thank you.
You said September, and it was September, so we choose to remember that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Worshipful Wilmot, I believe you have a presentation.
Long road. Was a long and winding road for sure. I know, it's been a long time coming. Thank you, my brother. Yep. Yeah. It's official.
So it's official.
What's that? Oh,
Hey, good morning, friends, brothers, and family. Thank you very much for coming out this morning. This has been an amazing journey, and it's 14 years. Finally made it. I'd like to humbly thank you all for attending today's installation. We're looking forward to a great year, and we are very appreciative for all your support. Somebody said today, this is my day. This is our day. We've gotten back into a tempo with great strife and a lot of digging and sweat equity, and it's great to be back in our lives. So there's a long way to go, but we're going to get there. I would like to especially thank the brothers who came down from Rhode Island. Moving your installation so some of you guys can come down here is a true testament to the brotherhood, and it's something to think about. So in 2018, December of 2008, I met my beautiful and amazing wife, Tracy.
I was looking for diamonds.
That wasn't going to happen. People in place that weren't going to happen. Down here, it's only a dress.
Oh, no
Up
diamonds.
north, it's actually a diamond if you don't mention
Wow.
your significant other.
I like that.
She had a friend named Brian Martin, who was a mason in the Shrine of Clown. As I got to know Brian better, I decided that I wanted to be a Shrine of Clown as well, not really knowing what the process was. I was told you need to be a Freemason at first, and I knew nothing about that at all. Tracy and I attended many events, and I asked many questions, and in 2011 I became a Master Mason at Jameson. I was raised with brothers Neil Rapp, Anthony Emerald, Rick Spates, and Josh Butler, who we tragically lost. What a quick run. Right? We were led by Senior Deacon Brian Martin. Thank you, 2014, for your guidance and mentorship. I don't know what to tell you. When Tracy and I started dating in 2008, she told me when she was retiring, she was moving to Pinellas County. And if I didn't want to join her, then good luck and see you. I called her bluff. And here we are. We were down here in 2019, about 2 months after we retired. We moved to Treasure Island and the search for a lodge was on. Brother Rapp and I had visited Gulf Beach previous a couple of years before that. And the fellowship exhibited by the brothers here, Worshipful Neville was one of the first ones I met. It's amazing. The similarities between Jenks and this lodge are uncanny. And the decision was a very easy one. It's really a home away from home. So I would like to take a moment to thank Tracy. From day one, you've supported me, not only sonically, but outside the line. We are an amazing team, and I could have done it without you.
Diamonds.
No diamonds.
Diamonds to the flowers.
No diamonds.
No diamond. So, the Lodge and I have kind of gotten together. The most worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Florida. To all Freemasons, let it be known that Tracy Delaney was elected perpetual friend member of this lodge. That is stated communication of both people. On the 18th day of December, 6025 AD 2025. Thus, his or her name, obviously hers, will be permanently inscribed on the perpetual membership roll of this lodge. Signed by Steve Johnson, the secretary, and myself. This perpetual friend membership is subject to all the rules and regulations provided by the Constitution and laws of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Florida. In testimony thereof, we have hereunto subscribed our names and affixed the seal of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Florida in the city of Jacksonville on this, the 22nd day of December, AL 6025 AD 2025, attested by Most Worshipful Jeff Foster, Secretary, and Most Worshipful Delegate Powell, Manager. you're good now. That was hard. Oh, one thing I didn't even tell you. It's only one night a month. That's what 2014 promised me. But he did not say that it's one night a month that you're at home. So at this time, I would like to invite the installing officers to meet me west.
Yeah, sure. I think that'll be one of the biggest regrets of the year.
It would be entertaining.
Oh, Lord.
Chopsticks. One of them is really cool. One of them's not that good. Brothers. Thank you more from the bottom of my heart for doing this for me today. We've all exhibited brotherhood and friendship to me. So thank you again.
Thank you, Worship Master.
Get some PR pictures. Official Masonic swag box.
Oh, you got the golden there.
This is styrofoam away.
Come on.
The secretary is always going to be 1 minute late.
Lay down in front.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah, there's
All right. There we go. 1, 2. I would also like to acknowledge and thank and acknowledge the 2026 Officer Line for agreeing to serve with the Lodge this year. We have made incredible progress towards returning to our temple, and now we must continue our great work inside and outside the Lodge. It's going to be an amazing year, and I'm proud to serve alongside you. Actually, officers, please meet me what's the deal, please.
Oh, I gotta get up. Gotta get up this time? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I don't mind. One of my 2 bears.
The other double dip.
This is the Bjorn. Are these the Swedish ones? The Bjorn.
Yes, no. No directions. Cinnamon. Extra parts of them. Make it work.
I'm gonna ask everybody to leave before they open them here. Brother, thank you for serving the team. You've been amazing work. See what we
It's a new car. See what the colors are this year.
Nice. Look at that.
Ooh, nice.
Good stuff. Very nice.
Alright, here we go. Alright, roll this way. Get closer. Together all year long. Alright, perfect. Everyone say fromage. Fromage. Got it. Where's yours?
remember, Boaz embroidery for all you.
I'm sorry? I don't think so.
Thank you, Buzz.
Everybody dispersed. Now we'll go back that way.
Brother Senior Warden.
Worshipful Mass coming to every event and actually helped us do work downstairs getting.
Okay, thank you.
building.
You're good. Sorry. No problem.
Those two are
That's gonna be
traveling with
priceless.
me today, and I'd like just to introduce. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Brother Junior Warden. Worshipful Mass. Who are you with today?
I'd like to first most thank the brethren and my beautiful wife for being here, and allowing me to be part of this lodge and taking care of us with the meals that she's going to prepare, along with Brother Zion. Hoping we get things going this year in the right direction once we get our kitchen going, but we're going to do our best to provide homemade meals and get the attendance up. So I want to thank everybody for coming today. Good to see everybody, especially the newest members of our lodge. Thank you. And Worshipful Master, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Junior Warden, we're looking forward to some great meals. Thank you for letting Brian play with us. And I do believe you did not mention your name, so you should give him the address. Sorry, Mother.
Gee.
Worship Master.
Who are you with today?
Worship Master, well, while I am here traveling with all of these brothers and our families, I'm delighted to say that my dad, David Johnson, also a member of Gulf Beach Lodge, is sitting right over there on the north side. So I'm traveling with him today.
The treasurer.
Master, I'm traveling by myself, just riding with my brothers. My wife Karen sends her congratulations to you. She will be joining you later at the booth to take part of all the festivities. And congratulations.
Thank you very much. Brother Junior. Who are you with today?
Well, I'm traveling with my brothers all, and my wife also conveys her congratulations. So she's a little busy right now in Orlando dealing with her own officer business for Grand Chapter of OES.
I'm not going to be able to say her name.
Sarah.
The treasurer. Brother King Stewart.
Worshipful Master. Traveling with my brothers, as all my brothers are. My wife, Kathy.
She will be joining us this afternoon as well. Thank you.
Another true story.
Worshipful Master,
Exactly.
I would like to thank the fact that I'm traveling with all the brothers today. My wife Lou, who brought me here, out first, is taking care of a friend of hers who is Alzheimer's and won't be able to be here with us. And just wanted to thank you for the opportunity to serve.
Appreciate you having me on the team. Hello, Mark.
Worshipful Master, traveling with my brother-in-law. Donna also sends her congratulations, and we will see you later on today for lunch. Thank you, Worshipful Master.
Thank you. Tyler.
Worshipful, thank you. I will not stand because I don't want to knock the camera over again. But I'm here with my brothers, and congratulations. You're going to have a dynamite year.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's just keep our brother senior deacon, Jim Tadano, in our prayers, because as we do know, if you remember this lodge knows that Father Fred Tuswell has worked in this lodge for the past few years and will continue to do so. At this time, are there any other presentations?
Marshall Matson, may I pray please?
Absolutely. Everybody, this is Worthy Advisor Michaela Sarita. She's the Worthy Advisor for Largo Assembly number 86 in Largo. And she is the daughter of Brother Ray Sarita from Tampa Bay Lodge. Michaela was in the trenches with us when we were rebuilding. Her dad dropped her off so we could babysit her while she did some mudding, drywalling, what else? Hanging stuff, knocking stuff down. So she is right in the trenches with us, and she helped us get back to where we need to be.
Marshall Matson, this gavel I hold in my hands is the age-old symbol of authority in this office. When you set this gavel, deals with all trappings. A trapping, assembly number. They're invisible. You cannot see them, for they are just as real as the gold and enamel that form the wood of which this gavel is made of. The first instruction is that of responsibility. This law is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to subscribe to robes when you're in office. The second of the trappings is that of loyalty. Members of this lodge will not be loyal to you, it is far more important to be loyal to them. The third is that of love. Just as you can give in love, let that same love flow from you to every member of this lodge. Love is like a pebble dropped into still pond. The waves of love will radiate and draw to encompass everyone and everything around you. Next reference is that of humility. You have you, guilty that from the outside soft is not by one alone, but of others seen around you. The next is that of those whose fruits they go hand in hand, justice and fairness. Just as a judge wields his gavel with wisdom, with to mind, so must you always strive to be fair and just. And then, that down. The innermost and finest trapping of all is that of reverence. Our entire order is founded on God. Without him, we would be nothing. Both of us is the lead in others. And we will be the next great crime that should be done.
Just learned that last night, so that's pretty good. Great job, Michaela. Thank you. So 2026 is shaping up to be a very busy year. I'm sorry, I really have to presentation. 2026 is shaping up to be a very busy year. In addition to continued repairs to our building, we will be focusing on membership, education, and community service. We have several family events planned, and hopefully soon we can return to our monthly gatherings. This year's Masters project will be replacing and updating the outdoor lighting and several cosmetic repairs around the building.
My foot's
Inside
stuck.
and outside the house. The Masters project has already got a
Can't
kick
move
start
it.
from a sizable anonymous donation, which we are truly grateful for. We are all looking forward to seeing our sidelines this year. Hope you join us as we support the district and the community. So at this time, I just want to let you know, please join us for a donation at Coco's.
There it is. Thank you.
2405 Boulevard.
Really.